Hi, this is Susie J. Cobwebs, and today's video is about saving money and in a way, and food is not going to go wasted on my watch. Not today, Zerg. I was just kidding. That's like my newest thing, Lau. Anyway, these are actually a couple tips where you can cook frugally. Now, more than ever, especially with the time in the world now with all this pandemic, this is a great opportunity to start saving money, saving food, and becoming a little bit more creative in some of your meals so you can save the money and so you're not really wasting food because you've worked hard for that money that you've purchased that food. So this is just a way to help you maximize all the food that you've purchased, but in different ways. So you're not getting the same meal all the time, same meal weekly, same meal, whatever. So we're just trying to spice it up a little bit. So a lot of people like to go out to eat, which is great, whatever. Everybody, look, that is getting expensive. And especially with this pandemic, you have to wear a face mask there. Wherever you are, it could be maybe 25% to 50% capacity in these restaurants. And they're also giving you maybe a limited menu, and it may even not even be the food that you wanted in the first place because they didn't have what you wanted. So I'm just trying to help you utilize the food that you have in your home and make better meals and get the best out of what you have. So this is a little bit on the next level, and you may think I'm a little bit crazy, but bear with me. I've got some pretty cool ideas for dinner meals, and just as simple as making the meal, you're just making it bigger. So then you do have extra dinners or lunches or things that you can use otherwise. Okay, one of my helpful tips that I like to do is maybe if you are putting, like, say, a pork roast in with sauerkraut, or you have hot dogs or sausage or anything that you want to put in this crock pot, and you put it all together and you cook it all together, whatever. Okay, fine. You ate dinner, you had maybe lunch the next day or whatever. So now you have all this extra food, right? Put them in Tupperware containers. Put the pork roast with some sauerkraut in it in a Tupperware container, freezable, or you could do freezable bags, but I would recommend the containers for the sauerkraut because it does leak a little bit more, and you want to add a little bit more juice in there just so it could stay fresh and juicy whenever you want to take it out. Also, with the hot dogs or the sauerkraut, you want to put them in there together. Sometimes you can put the hot dogs back in the freezer after they're cooked, and then all you got to do is heat them up. So that's one way of trying to save all the extra food that you have so you don't waste anything. A lot of times what we do is also try to save a little bit of sauerkraut because I'm from the East Coast, and from Pennsylvania here. So I do like a lot of sauerkraut on my hot dogs and stuff like that. So you may just want to put a little bit in the fridge for a little while later, not too long though, just so you can have it for that little extra for your hot dogs or sauerkraut or whatever else you want to put on if you want to make a Reuben Frohlicher. I don't know. So also another thing that I would like to mention, even though you're doing like crock pots or, make the bigger meals and then spread them out, I wouldn't recommend so much noodles in the freezer because they do get kind of mushy. But that takes what? A mere 5 minutes to cook a cup or two of noodles for what you need. And this brings me into another one of my helpful tips. So if you do something that is like tomato based, now that could be spaghetti sauce, that could be hot sausage sauce, that could be anything that you need for maybe a soup or a chili. So what you can do is whenever you make your spaghetti sauce and you have enough for your spaghetti, freeze the rest of that spaghetti sauce or freeze the rest of the hot sausage sauce that you use because you have like peppers and onions and whatever else you put in with your hot sausage. The same thing with chili or anything like that. So you have that little bit extra that you have in a little Tupperware container in your freezer. So let's just say a week, 2 weeks down the road. Crap, I don't have enough tomato base for my soup. Crap. Wait, I had that spaghetti sauce or I had that hot sausage sauce in the freezer. Put that in, mix it up, doctor it up a little bit. You just saved money, time, going to the grocery store, getting all the extra things because you know you're going to buy more things at the grocery store. So just add that in, doctor it up a little bit, and voila, you just saved yourself money, time, and quite honestly, it's probably going to taste better. I'm not sure. But these are just different things that you can do. And then whenever, say, a week, 2 weeks, a month later, you're like, you know what? I think I want some chili. So you get out of your deep freezer. You have your chili. And I'm sure that, you know, if you are a tomato person, there's always some type of garlic bread or some kind of a Texas toast type in your freezer. Get that out. That's an instant meal right there. So I think that is a really cool idea. And that's almost kind of like into your no spend days. So I'll get into them in a little while in a couple of different videos. So we're going to have no spend days. And this is perfect to have these days that you don't have to go out and spend money and you have a dinner, a lunch, and you're happy and it's healthy and you made it with love. So I think the point that I'm trying to always come across here is sometimes you just have to be creative in some of the food that you bring in the house. Even if you have to Google it, even if to Pinterest it or YouTube it, there's different ways that you could use the extra spaghetti sauce. And I just happen to say spaghetti sauce, but you can use the extra spaghetti sauce or the extra Italian sausage sauce with all the green peppers and onions or spaghetti or anything like that. Use it to your advantage. And you don't want to waste food. Wasting food is also wasting money. And we are actually trying to stay away from watching money go down the drain. Not on my watch. Anyway, if you have any creative ideas of how you can make a meal last just by doing something a little bit extra that you have to do in the freezer or in the cupboard or fridge, whatever, by all means, write them in the comments below and hit that like and subscribe button. And to the next time, love you bunches.